to OK at Work, where my colleague Russell Berger and I, both employment lawyers at Offit Kurman, are going to talk to you about the latest and greatest issues in employment law. So diving in today, we're talking about voting. So it's probably not lost on anyone that this is a presidential election year, and we are about to head into Election Day. So throw it off to you, Russell. What do we need to be thinking about?
There's an election this year. From an employer standpoint, it's pretty simple. Most states have, or many states have, some sort of voting leave law. So, for example, in Maryland, the law is that employers must give employees time off to vote and pay them for that time off if they qualify. And the qualification is if the employee does not have 2 continuous hours off duty between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. on election day, then they're qualified. The employer must give the employee 2 hours to vote and pay the employee for that 2-hour absence. In addition, DC has a pretty similar law. There's no requirement about the 2 continuous off-duty hours to go vote. It's just every employee in DC that's eligible to vote has an entitlement to 2 hours of paid leave in order to go do so. Although DC has some gives employers a little bit of leeway to schedule that, to apply it to early voting. So there's a little bit more flexibility in DC.
Yeah, and in Virginia, they also have a law regarding employees serving as election officials. So, that's something also to consider. Some states have, laws encouraging employees to serve as election officials and leave surrounding that. So, really is a state by state thing, and everyone's got a little bit of a different set of rules here. So it's definitely something that employers should be taking a look at and seeing what their policies are. Because some states also require that you provide employees notice of this leave so that they know that they have it and that it's available to them. So now's a good time while it's on everyone's mind to take a look at your policies, especially if now with COVID you've started branching off into other states and take a look, because elections happen more frequently than most think, or most are paying attention to, I guess. The presidential election gets a lot of attention, but there's a lot of local elections that are on off years and stuff as well. So definitely something to be thinking about long term.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because in addition to, maybe your business is expanding, you're in new places, states and localities are changing their laws. So the DC leave to vote law was passed this summer. So that's not something that would have been around in 2016 or during the midterms in 2018, or if there were any local elections in 2019. And so this is all changing and evolving. So, whether you can make these changes in time for November 3rd or not, it's good to stay up on these. And this is just a good reminder to go back and take a look at what your policies say and what laws might apply to you.
Yeah, and get out to vote.
All right, well, with that note, we better shut this down so we can go get our ballots in.
Exactly. All right, thanks, Russell.
All right, thanks, Sarah.